Welcome to the webinar tonight. We are going to be talking about a case study to dropship with eBay. This is an advanced creative approach to dropship that I have taken on myself and that I've been doing, and so I want to share it with you. So if we go back, let's just look at eBay here and see some of my orders and things that I've sold recently, and it's been a little while since I have sold one of these items, but I've mentioned in the past, at least to my clients, I found an item that I could sell, and it's related to my knife sharpener. I've got a knife sharpening system that I sell. Show you that just real quick here. So the Viper Sharp is my own invention, a knife sharpening system that I designed and created and that I market at vipersharp.com. And so I've been trying to make this my main focus for my business. It's the way that I want to go. It's a product that I've put all my heart and soul into. And that's what you're looking at right there on the screen. And so I try to sell on eBay any product that relates to knives so that I can then market to those people for the knife sharpener, or even pull them in to get their attention just looking at the knife related products that I sell on eBay, and then put a note and a link to my eBay listing of my knife sharpener. And so that's where this all started from, is trying to build this up. And I thought, maybe I can find some dropship items that are knife related. I'm not necessarily making money on them, but I'm pulling attention, grabbing potential customers. So I went out and looked and found a knife case, pocket knife carrying case that I could list. And so, and I found it from one of my wholesale suppliers. But it was a cheaper item. It will only cost me about $7 or $8, and it was selling on eBay for $12 to $13. And I thought, well, if I can at least break even, and so since my shipping cost was $8, so then I'm looking at $14 to $16 just for the cost of the thing. And so as I put that up there, I decided to put it at $16. And so I started it at $16, and sure enough, I sold one. I shipped the one that I'd gotten from my wholesaler, because I just bought a few of them to have them sent into me. And I shipped that out, and somewhere during that week, I noticed another seller on eBay selling the exact same thing. But his item didn't look as good as mine. His image wasn't very good. It's a stock photo. It's a poor stock photo. And I looked at that and I thought, you know what? I can do better than that. I can do a better photo than that. And part of the reason I knew I could do a better photo is because I had, where is it? I had a tool to help me out here, right here. A light box. And a light box is something that allows it has, you set it up, it's got a white interior, LED lights or something similar, and it reflects the light real well, and allows you to put items in there and then take a real nice professional photo, good lighting. And I've played around with different light boxes over the time. I'm going to show you this one just real quick, because this is just super cool. So I'm going to blow this up so we can see it full screen. And I don't think you can hear the music, but see how that pops up? Isn't that cool? So I was looking for something easy like this, so we're going to go back and show that again. So it's got a little place in the top for the cord. You plug it into the side. That's how it pops up and opens. Pull that out of the way. The lights are already on. And you put the back down there. And then you can put an item inside there and take a great picture, and if you want, you can close this and just have a little opening for your camera. I usually just leave the front totally open, and it works great for me. But what a fantastic product. I was using a different one that wasn't quite as mobile, and I wanted something more mobile like this that would allow me to do the pictures that I want, but I could carry it with me and take it, just set it up, put it down easily. And I was thinking of creating it. Thought, well, I'm going to have to create one. But I went out and did some research, and it's a little bit more than the cheap ones. You can get some cheap light boxes for around $30 or so. And that's the one I have at home is a $30 or $40 one. But look at that. Folds down, and then you can just pick it up, carry it with you, tuck it under a bed, put it back in a closet. Just wow, what a game changer for me. And so it's been very helpful to have this, to set it up, put it down in my, because I have a small space for all the work I do running my eBay business, my Amazon business, with all the surplus goods, and then my Viper Sharp and all the parts there. So I've got a tiny little room in my basement that I use. So it's nice to have something like this where I can pop it up, open it, use it, put it down, and set it out of the way to use that space for other things. So this, I'll give you a link to this. Anybody who wants this, just send me an email. Just send me an email to mike@ementormail.com. I'll type that in here so you can see it. It doesn't belong in the URL field, but we're going to put it up there anyway. This is not where you would put an email address. Everybody knows that, right? In fact, let's just do it right so you see it the way it should be. You would go to your email, compose, and you're going to type in here mike@ementormail.com. So that's my email address that you can send me a message to anytime you, well, not every time you want, but if you need this, I'm going to have a list of resources that will help you with this strategy I'm talking about. So if you'd like that list of links to these products you can get to help you improve with this, just send me an email to that address and I will get it right out to you. So anyway, I had that light box. I knew I could do a better photo, so I put it up there. I listed it at the $16 price, which was, $4 to $5 more than another seller on eBay was selling the exact same thing. So I was much higher than anybody else's price. Put it up there, sold the first one, shipped that out, but then I saw this other seller selling the same product for about $12. And so I decided, well, gosh, why don't I just, that's cheaper to buy it, and that was free shipping, $12 free shipping. It's cheaper to buy it from him than it is to buy it from my wholesaler or for me to ship it. And so I started doing that, and now most of his orders are me, and I'm selling more of these than he is. He has since upped his price. He's brought it up twice, and I've brought mine up. So now I'm selling it for $19.97. He's selling it for $14 something, and I'm still buying it from him and having him ship it for me. Well, I got to thinking, after selling several of these successfully and everything going smooth, I thought, I wonder what else this guy has that I could do the same thing with. And so I went out and searched his list of products and looked at his website. I searched his name on Google and found a website. And I found some other products. And I started thinking about it and thought, okay, I could sell these as well, but I wonder if I can get them cheaper somewhere. So I went and searched on Google and I searched on Amazon, and sure enough, he's selling this item for, I don't know, I think he was selling it for maybe $12 to $15, and I could find it on Amazon for $11. And so I researched on eBay and saw similar items selling for anywhere from $6, $5 to $6 on the low end, up to $30, and even just one that sold for over $40. Exact same item that was available on Amazon for $11. And so I had the same thought process. I thought, okay, how do I make this work? And my idea was, I'm selling these other products, the knife sharpener case, or not sharpener case. I'm sorry, the knife case. I'm selling it for. And this will just give you a look at some of my other items here, but I'm selling this for. Uh, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? 1997 was my sale price, higher than most other people, and having somebody else ship it. So I saw this other product, and I thought, okay, oh, I know what I was thinking. I'm selling it because of the better image. I had an image that nobody else had, and that's something that is a common concern when you're working with a drop ship model. You're limited to the product images that the supplier or the manufacturer has created. So if we do a search here, for example, to give you something to see, this product I was thinking about working with is wood cutting board. 25,700 search results. If we narrow that down to just US only, that 25.7 goes down to 29 or 22.9. And sold listings, it's actually quite low. There's only 1,300 sales sold on this. So it's not a high sell-through product, but there's all kinds of price points here: $3.99, $10, $66.95, $49.99, $11.99 to $99, depending on variation. So there's all kinds of price points on this type of product. So with this strategy, number one, you want an image that nobody else has that is a high quality image. One of the easiest ways to get that is from these light boxes. And again, if you'll email me, I'll send you the links to the best options, both budget and then, ultimate portable, fantastic light box, which this strategy has already paid for within the last month. So if you do this and you take a high quality picture, you put a picture up there that's totally unique, that's better than anybody else has, and I put a little creativity into taking my picture. I wanted to make it look different from everybody else, so I set my product up so that it was nice and clean and in a special format, so it's totally different from anybody else. A different layout, different setup. And that's why I was selling this other product, I'm pretty sure. It was that and different keywords in my title. So fast forward to the second product, I thought, all right, let's test this with something else. If I can duplicate this same approach with another product, then I might have something here. And so I went and ordered this other product. It took me some time. I'm busy with everything else I've got going, all my other business interests and stuff. And so it took a little while before I actually got around to taking the picture. I think this other product, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it sat on my desk for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even over a month. I'm not even sure, before I finally got around to taking the pictures. But then I set it up. I took the pictures. I said, hey, I've got to do this. It's a strategy I really feel confident about. I think it'll work. So I took the pictures, really, really nice pictures, and put it up there. And I created the listing. Now, remember, I'm getting this for $11. That was my expected price, a little over 11, I think, on Amazon. And I put it up. I didn't want to shoot for the 40 because there was only one that sold for over $40. I want this to sell more often. So I thought that was too high. So I started it at 27 bucks. That's still nearly 3 times my cost. So I felt comfortable about that. I thought, all right, I can make that work. So I listed it up there. I listed quantity because I don't have limits of an early account. I can do basically as much as I want with my eBay, millions of dollars and items. And so I'm not limited that way. So I put in quantity. I can't remember what the quantity was, maybe 20 or 30 of them. Well, it must have been 30 or more. So I put it up there. Let it sit there for a few weeks. 27 bucks, no sales. started it May 10th, and after a little over a month of testing it there, I thought, all right, well, let's adjust the price, see if that changes anything, see if that pulls in sales. So I dropped the price from $27 down to $19.97, still close to double my money. I thought, all right, that's enough. That's a pretty good price if I can do this on a drop ship. So sure, let's do it. And went on doing business with other things. So I had that listed up there, and kind of forgot about it. Moved on to running my business and doing all my sales that I have, and just going on with life. These are some of my sales from today, for example. And then I went to a conference with my wife this past weekend, and I think it was Saturday. No, it was Friday. Friday, we're sitting in a restaurant eating lunch, and my phone rings, ching, an eBay sale, and I glanced at it and saw 300 and what was it? $379, $389, something like that. It was a high sale. That I had another one like this last week, $330, $280 plus shipping. And so it's $379.40, and I saw that and I thought, I don't know what that is. That doesn't match any item I can think of that I have for sale right now. What is that? So I tapped it and looked at it. Oh my goodness. And I was just thrilled, sitting there with my wife, and I told her, hey, I just sold a dropship item that I had put up that I was testing. Somebody bought 20 of them. And so I had it listed if they buy multiples, and with each one there's a little bit more of a discount. So they figured, for them it sounded like a good deal. So they pulled the trigger on it, and they nearly $400 later they bought it. It cost me $207 on Amazon. After all my costs and fees and everything, I cleared $124 on that one sale. So I was pretty tickled. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and that strategy, like I say, it's just like this. If we take a product as simple as wood cutting board and recognize that, there are a lot of $19.99, $11.99 products out here. What if we do the round cutting boards, right? What if we, or large? What if we do, throw in the word, whoops, probably need to spell that right. Get my fingers in the right place. Large. So we do a large wood cutting board, and there's 1,000 search results related to that. U.S. only, does that change it? 838, so that takes out a couple hundred. Sold items out of 800, 130. It's not too bad. That's better than 10%. And so now we look at this and say, okay, they're selling for up to 99, as low as 11.99, 12.99, 23, 44, 23, 18, 54, 59, 6. Somebody lost money there probably. They got their shipping covered. So 19, 14, 13 to 26, 20, 11, 174. Okay. If he can sell a block of wood for 174, I can sell a block of wood for 174. That's how I look at it. Okay. Olive wood, extra large cutting board. Somebody might like that natural design. I'm seeing the extra keywords here: cheese board, that people are putting in, chopping, butcher, block. Right. All these are keywords that I want to use in my title. Reversible, possibly. End grain, maple, so all these keywords, and then I see all of these different options. All right, if they are able to sell these, then if I make one look good, I can sell it at a high price too. And this is an example of a good professional photo. That right there is going to be easier to sell for $80 to $90 than this image right here, sitting on my floor, right? Even this one is just too busy. So if you get a nice picture, this is not a great picture, this is not a great picture, this is not a great picture. Look at all of these that aren't real good pictures, and then we put one up that has, maybe some fruit on there, a knife, maybe a tomato we cut up. So again, my idea is buy the product, set it up, take your pictures, and one thing that would be good is to put some nice color in there. So let's go to Amazon. Here's an example, and this isn't even a great one, but they've got color in this picture of fake peppers. It's not even real. These are fake fruits and veggies, but it's a nice looking picture. If we were to grab some real food and put on our cutting board, stick it into our little tool here, right, that we can set up and do our pictures with, and put it in there with a tomato sliced or peppers or whatever, and make it look really professional. Put a nice knife on there. Then we throw that up on eBay. It looks better than anything that's out here. I'm planning on doing this with a cutting board, because you look at these and they're all pretty dull pictures. Now there's one that does a pretty good job right there. That's what I'm talking about. I think they've done a nice job of making that look good. So make it look good, take a nice picture, and then list it up there. And then don't worry about the fact that you're higher than most other prices. You can sell this cutting board for, this one right here, $25.99 as opposed to $14, $33.92 as opposed to $14. And yes, there are other things that are different with it, but here's $89 compared to $25 or $33, right? $149. Extra large walnut wood cutting board, 18 by 24, $149. Here's a 17-inch one for $25, $26. Here's a 20 by 30 for only $89, and yet somebody's selling one for, where was it? I missed it now. Well, look at that, $199. But the 149 right there, $149. You can do it. If anybody else can do it, why can't you? That's how I want you to look at this. If anybody else can sell it, why not you? So you make the image look the best you can. Take it with a professional light box there, and then go for it. And if you don't want to keep that cutting board, then send it off to, as your first sale. Now, cutting board, a little bit different. You'd have to sell that first one as used, if you're actually cutting on it. Or you could just put some prop food out there, uncut veggies and stuff out there. You could put a piece of, cut it on something else and then put it on a nicely cut piece of wax paper and set it on there just for the picture, so you can show the cut up pieces as well as the rest. Just make it look good, make a great picture, and it doesn't matter whether it's a cutting board or a virtual reality mask or roller skates, whatever it is. You could do this with so many products. Get a high quality picture, which is easy to do with a tool like this that will pay for itself quickly. And then you've got a picture that nobody else has. Okay, that is a huge step up with this industry and doing this kind of business. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to test more things. So far, I've done it with 2 items, and both of them have sold. I'd say that's pretty good odds. That's pretty good details. I'm going to continue the case study and put up different items and other things and continue testing this. So ask about it as you come to my future webinars, and I'll give you more feedback and results on how things work. So I'll open it up for questions. If anybody has questions, type them in to the question box. Haven't seen any come in, but if there are questions, put them up there for me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, that is our topic for the night. I really like the portability of this thing. Something else I like is right there is a zipper pouch that she's working on right here. That she actually unzipped half of it, and then you can look in down from above. But you can also put here it is, shows it's got a place to put the cord, the electric cord, so it's not just dangling out somewhere. It's nice, stored away. They really did a good job with this. I really am quite happy with this product. Set it up in your studio apartment, on a little desk, and fold it down and stick it under the bed if you need to. Easy to put away and still use. So fantastic product. I don't have to invent it now. Somebody did it. They did a good job. Love the way that comes together. So question that came in: do the light boxes come in different sizes? They do. There are some different sizes, and I'll have different options in the email I'm sending. I like this one because it's wide. It gives me a wider section than most of them. Most of them you'll be about 20 to 24 inches wide. This one you've got 30 inches from left to right there, and then 25 inches deep and 25 inches tall. It's a nice big box that I'm just thrilled with. But yeah, a lot of them are 20 to 24 inches, a little smaller. They even have smaller ones than that. But the smaller you get, the more limited you are on what you can take pictures of too. So you got to be careful about what you're doing there. So anyway, I hope that is as thrilling to you as it is to me. I've really enjoyed this strategy. I've made hundreds of dollars with this. It has allowed me to sell dropship items that I really don't think would have sold or wouldn't have sold near as quickly otherwise if I just had the same image that everybody else had. So remember, we want to use the best keywords and different keywords than the low-priced people. That's another thing to look at. So if we look at these sold items, this one here that somebody's selling, their keywords are kitchen bamboo cutting board set, wood, small, large, big, serving, chopping block. If we look at, let's find a higher end one right here. So he's got a brand name on this, John Boos. Kitchen extra large. So extra large right there might be a big seller. Reversible, another one. Maple cutting board. And then they've got the dimensions in there. And yes, they've got the brand on there. That might help. Extra large cutting cheese board. Cheese board is another keyword that I think is valuable there. Maple, reversible, free extras. That's another thing you can do is bundle it, say free extras, and bundle it with something else. Get one that costs you $40, you sell it for $80, and it has an add-on product that it costs you $2. And that $2 add-on as a freebie entices somebody to be willing to pay for yours, where other products that are at lower prices that don't have those add-ons don't look as appealing. So a lot of fun with it. Like I say, I will continue doing this. Roberta says the strategy sounds very encouraging. Yes, it does. It's been very encouraging to me. I can't tell you how that lifted my spirits to see that $300+ sale on there the other day. So I hope that you all will implement this, be willing to get out there and it's a small cost to invest in a nice light box. And just your smartphone is all you need as far as taking a picture. I do have some tripods that I suggest and little holders for smartphones on a tripod that I'll have on that document that I can send you as well. So email me if you'd like that. Otherwise, I thank all of you for joining tonight. Have a nice evening.